Today we're going to be reading about different Native American tribes and the homes that they lived in and the area in the in North America that they lived. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Studies Weekly. Again, it's that newspaper thing that we read together in class. We'll go through and read it, and then we're going to use that information to fill out a few boxes that tell, what tribes lived in that area, what their houses looked like, and what the region looked like. So if you click on here, it'll pull up a document that we can read from. Now, if yours is sideways like this, you can click rotate till you get it up and down. Again, if it's too far away, you can zoom in. That way you can read it better. So this first page will read, The Case of the Disappearing Anasazi. Imagine that you suddenly find yourself in a different place and time. Thanks to a magical time-traveling smartphone, you're talking to Know-It-All, the personal assistant in the smartphone who knows all about the mystery of the Anasazi, a group of American Indians who lived in this place hundreds of years ago. Wow, Know-It-All! These ancient dwellings are fantastic. Where are we? Who lives here? This is Mesa Verde. The Anasazi live here. They're just one of the many ancient native people who lived in North America before Europeans came. They settled here around 700 BC. Right now, it is the year AD 500. But in a few hundred years, the Anasazi will all disappear. The Anasazi were a highly advanced... Whoa, back up. They disappeared? You mean they just vanished into thin air? Next, I suppose you're going to tell me they were abducted by aliens. Some people believe that, but historians don't believe that is a valid theory, even though the prehistoric Anasazi were definitely ahead of their time. They built these huge, amazing dwellings in the sides of the mountains. They were skilled at agriculture and grew corn, squash, and beans. They baked their pottery to make it strong and wove baskets out of plant fibers. Corn, squash, and beans. Crops the American Indians called the Three Sisters. Go on, Know-It-All. I will go on. There were Anasazi communities in Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Arizona. They were also the first recorded American Indians tribes to use bows and arrows. They even painted stones with drawings of just about everything they did. Too bad they didn't draw pictures of what happened to them. It sounds as if the Anasazi had a lot in common with other tribes. Did they use everything in their environment and create artistic everyday objects to show respect for the things they had? Yes, they respected things in the environment and used resources carefully. Tell me more about their disappearance. Okay, I will tell you. There are 3 theories. The first one is that there was a terrible drought around the year AD 1100. Some scientists think the crops dried up, and the Anasazi abandoned their homes because they had less and less food. They had to find a place with more water. However, that doesn't explain why archaeologists found clothes and pottery and even food in the cliff dwellings. If their crops had died, they wouldn't just get up and move in the middle of dinner time. I'm not so sure about that theory, Know-It-All. If you say so. Their second theory is about conflict. Some historians think an enemy tribe came and killed the Anasazi people. But did they find any bodies or skeletons around here? If another tribe killed everyone, what happened to the bodies? I'm not sure that theory could be right either. That is a good point. The last theory is that aliens abducted them. I already told you that scientists don't take that theory seriously. So no one has figured out for sure how the Anasazi disappeared without a trace. They aren't the only civilization to disappear, though. What about the people of Easter Island or the ancient Maya? Would you like me to do a web search for the ancient Maya? Not right now, Know-It-All. Remind me to do it later. Okay. I will remind you. So the Anasazi, they lived in homes like this down in the Southwest. And then they all of a sudden just disappeared. So it's kind of interesting to think about how they just had a civilization and then it was just gone. Now on this next page, we're going to learn about some other regions and some other areas. So if you look, we have the Maya, Aztec, the Southwest region, and we have the Southeast region right here, and then Great Basin, Northwest, Great Plains, and Eastern Woodlands. If you see this paragraph here, this paragraph goes with the Southwest here. It continues to here. And then we have a little story about Bacon's Rebellion. So what you're going to do now is on your PDF copy, you're going to read through each region and you're going to do 3 things. You're first going to sketch what, or not sketch, but you're going to find a picture on the internet of what that area looked like. And in the reading, they describe it. So I did the first one for you. I did the Southeast. So if we look, you can see the Southeast tells you that it has long, warm summers and mild winters, and that where it's located, so it stretches from Texas to Atlantic Ocean. So if I was looking for a picture, I would click Southeast Region Landscape. I'll pull up images of what it looks like. And so you just click Images, and you'll find an image that shows the Southeast Region landscape. So that gives you an idea of what to see there. And then the next thing you're going to be doing is finding a picture of those homes. So if we keep reading, so the Southwest East stretches from Texas to Atlantic Ocean. American Indians in this area include Caddo, Natchez, Cherokee, Creek, Timucua, and Seminole. The long, warm summers and wild winters made growing plants like corn, squash, and beans and pumpkins easy. Men hunted deer, alligator, turkey, and turtles. People wore bone and shell jewelry or tattooed their bodies to show their importance. They built different kinds of houses, mostly of wood with thatched roofs. Chickees, Seminole houses, had open sides with thatched palm roofs. So now I know what their houses look like. So I could look up a picture of a Seminole house or a Chickee or a house with open sides, thatched palm roof. And I'll look that up on the internet, and then I get that picture to put onto my homework. Southeastern people built mounds for burial grounds and buildings. Along the coast, many mounds were middens, which is piles of shells left over from lots and lots of meals. Several middens still exist in the Southeast. Jackson and Alana once climbed to the top of Turtle Mound, a midden at Canaveral Seashore Park in Florida. It's almost 50 feet high. And so now the third column that we'll look at on our homework is which tribes lived there. So I can see that the American Indians who lived there were the Caddo, the Natchez, the Cherokee, the Creek, Timucua, and the Seminole. So if we go back to our assignment, and then we click on this, we're going to see what you guys will be filling out. So there's 2 pages, not just the 1 page, but there's 2 pages. Again, remember, click Edit Presentation, Edit in Browser. And then this is what you'll be filling in. So here's the example I was talking about that I already put in there for you. So the Southeast, which I typed wrong, that's supposed to be Southeast because the Southwest is on the next page. So the Southeast, I found a picture of the Southeast region, which is kind of that Florida, Everglades, that type of region along the coast. And this is the picture of the home. Zoom in so you can see it better. So they looked like they had the palm roofs with the open sides. And then the tribes that we had were the Caddo, Natchez, Cherokee, Creek, Timucua, and Seminole. And so that is what you guys are going to do. You're going to go for the Northwest, Eastern Woodlands, Great Plains, Southwest, and Great Basin. And for each of those, you're going to find a picture of the region, copy and paste it here, find a picture of what the shelter would have looked like, paste it in there, and then using your Studies Weekly, you're going to tell me what tribes lived there. If you have any questions, definitely email me, send me a message on Remind, or send me an email.